realized that I didn't need anything other than a donut. And it's 6 o'clock. Time to go home. Break, and I have some kombucha. Need to pick me up, a lot of work to do when I get home. And that is my day. The rest is really boring. It has to do with cleaning. This is my outfit. Fanny pack. Never thought I'd be a fanny pack person, but kind of given up on purses for a little bit. I'm just so exhausted. So I don't really have the time anymore to come up with cute outfits, especially to go to work. So I have my go-to outfits that I cycle. So that is the day, and it is now minutes to 4, and it'll be time to go home. A little excited for the weekend and Canada Day. It'll be kind of funny to go into work for one day and then have the next day off, sandwiched in between a weekend. So we're not like the 4th of July celebrations where in the States you guys have your holiday on Friday and then you have the weekend. So I don't really have any big plans. We'll see what I come up with. Fairly new to Ottawa, and I think I might end up doing a bunch of projects, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so it is 8:20 and I feel like I've been walking around all day. And you know what I have? Kind of want to go to the gym, but also don't want to get up. So I got ready for the gym and I haven't moved from the couch. Had my dinner. I'd love to go tomorrow morning, but I didn't go yesterday. So I feel like I need to go tonight and tomorrow. I'm exhausted and there's a heat wave, so that's definitely my excuse. I'm not good in the heat. So, you know what, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm going. I'm gonna go right now. That wasn't so bad. I did legs, very basic, and a stretch, and we'll see if I make it tomorrow morning, or I'll come in the evening. But I'm inclined to come to the gym for a morning workout because evening workouts are just not me, but it's a good de-stressor, stress reliever at the end of the day. So I'm going to head home, and I've been drinking some protein with creatine and collagen, and that is my night. That is my last meal, and I don't really have a body update because nothing has changed. So within a month, we need to see some drastic changes. So filming today was kind of a fail. So I came home from work. I had a chicken wrap with cucumbers and tomatoes and arugula. And then I actually napped. So I napped for about an hour and it is now 8 o'clock. But look at this progress. So I'm going to turn this camera around. Well, I'm on my way home now with some flowers and a little treat. pistachio cake. One I dropped all the way down to 115, and everything looks perfect, and it will. So it'll be a good night. So I've made it home from work, and I have a few things to do before I go to bed this evening. But I won't be going out anywhere. I was thinking of going to the gym, but I'm not up for it, so maybe tomorrow. Very tired. I got heat exhaustion, and I think this is one of these days. So I'm going to try and cool down, and I'm just exhausted from my walk home. So I'm going to drink some water, my green juice. So I'm just going to share what I'll be having for lunch. So this is my breakfast, and this is some green juice from a powdered substance that I'm using, and just some water. And I have my Plexus pink drink, and I don't know a whole lot about this still because I haven't really looked into any of this. I'm just going off of what a friend is telling me I should do. So this is what I'm doing, and you know what? I think it's pretty great, to be very frank, because I wasn't exercising as much when I first started doing that. It was just my first step to living a healthy lifestyle again, and it was a little motivating, super cute, and the community is great. So anyways, so I'll be having that with my midday snack, a banana, and then I have a pistachio protein shake, and I have oats, and I put some pink strawberry protein powder in there, Slim Fast. And I also have some collagen that I put in there, and some glutamine. That's what I put in there. And this is great before my walk. And I'm really just slimming down. I just stood on the scale, and I'm back to my beauty pageant competition weight. So I was a little shocked at that, but you know, and I keep standing on this to see if this is right, because I'm probably weighing maybe a pound of clothes, and it seems to be changing every. All right, so a few minutes ago I was 121. I don't know if changing it. Well, maybe I went up after I drank some of that juice, so maybe this is just liquid weight. That happens. Let's try that again. One more time. All right, let's just go with what I measured earlier was water weight. So going to get to work just for a few minutes, and I need to come up with a Canadian themed playlist. So that, and I'm gonna do 10 minutes of French and get ready for my day. I'm now at a McDonald's in North York, and what it does to me having some iced coffee. So now I'm just getting some new point shoes because the ones that I have, they're pretty dead. And I don't really know where to go in Ottawa, so I'm here in Toronto. So let's see what I get. Well, I just finished a physio appointment and that was fantastic. So now I'm headed to Brampton. For today, you might notice something a little bit different, but not much has changed. I'm in the airport and thankfully I had a nap because I'm burning out. So I'm going to be headed home on my flight in about 2 hours. Made it really early. And yeah, it'll be resting and relaxing for a few evenings and then I'm back to my routine. And I won't be drinking any iced coffee, but I might just fall asleep on the flight here. So time to leave. Well, came home and I put on my pajamas. I left work early today for some me time. So I've actually decided to sign up for some hot yoga and this will be my first time going in a few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. I almost canceled. Actually, I did cancel and then I changed my mind and then I signed up for it again. So I'll be headed out, back, outside, and then I have some groceries to do, and then I might clean my apartment. I'll definitely have to clean my apartment between now and tomorrow. So I made a good decision to go home early, and it's something that I really needed. I've been going back and forth, and this weekend I spent an extra day in Brampton for Father's Day. And I am exhausted, very content that I was able to spend more time with my dad this time around because this past winter has been a little rough in terms of health issues, so I'm ready to take care of myself this weekend and put on my own oxygen mask again and show up to work again refreshed, but more so, you know, I've been thinking about going to church again, so I might do that this Sunday. We'll see how I'm feeling, but right now I just need to do some more exercising. Last night I went on the Stairmaster at the gym, and I never go to the gym in the evenings ever. So I knew that I was pretty stressed out, but I was able to do 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, so very proud of myself for doing that. But I'm going to try and get in another 20 minutes today, and hopefully by this weekend I'll have 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and by the end of next week 45 minutes. So that is my goal, and we're going to hit that goal. So I did a body check-in earlier today and things are looking great. I won't do any more for the next 2 weeks. And I'm pretty confident that, it's easy for me to get back to the weight that I like, but this time we're going for something more. So I need to do a little bit more in the gym so that I can get to those bikini fitness goals, and then I'll start working with some trainers again. But here are my abs, and it's pretty defined compared to what I was a few months ago. So we're doing great, and I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks prior to yesterday, so I need to just be more focused, and my eating's gotten better. I don't even crave chocolates or pastries. There's definitely a cake that I've been eyeing for quite some time, but it's a very large pistachio cake, and I'm the only person in my house, in my apartment, and I don't really go anywhere, so I decided, you know what, I'm not allowed to have that pistachio cake because it's really big, and I just don't need to have it right now. So, maybe in a few months when I get to my serious bikini fitness goals, I'll do some celebrations, but definitely not now. So time to get to the gym and grow my glutes and my back, my posterior chain. So that is what I'm doing for my Friday afternoon. Also, what I need to do is sew my point shoes. What I ended up doing the other night was I just cut the ribbons, and then I labeled where I was going to sew, and then I labeled where I was going to sew, and then I ended up with just going to bed. So I'll have to sew those tonight. But there's no rush because I don't have any immediate plans for point classes just yet. So that is what I'm up to. So my apartment's not that messy, but I haven't done the floors. And just some tidying up, getting myself organized. And then I'll need to do some more journaling. This is my outfit of the day, and not wearing any makeup. It's just sunscreen. Drew in my eyebrows a little bit and put on some lip liner. This is my outfit, my Canada Day pen, and I usually walk with a fanny pack these days because on my breaks I usually like to get outside for a walk. Some of my coworkers actually go out for runs, so I think I might join them at some point. But this is my outfit. Super cute. Not quite sure what I'll be doing today. We'll find out when I get there. And this is probably the most festive. Well, we seem to have days where I'm looking a little festive, maybe once a month. So the last time I wore a palm tree dress. But anyways, this is my dress down Canada Day look, and it's going to be a pretty fun-filled day. We have some treats ready. I'm part of a union, so I'm very involved, and some exciting stuff. Well, good morning, and I'm still in my pajamas. I did some stuff to my hair yesterday, and now it's very moisturized, and did a lot of face treatments, and I'm going to do part 3 today, and I'm going to be back I guess the standard that is like baseline for me. Right now I'm going to tidy up my apartment a little bit. I cleaned last night and I kind of just have some stuff laying around, but I have my gym bag ready and I'm going to do some hot yoga before I go to my class. One day I'll do a video about what's in my gym bag. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. And this is what I'm having for this morning. I don't usually eat breakfast, but today, because I'm going to the gym and it's a little bit later in the day and it's a Sunday, I'm going to have some breakfast. I need some fast dissolving carbs or fast absorption carbs so that I can get through a workout. So this is just oats with almond milk and hot water, and then I put some dates in there. And for my snack after the gym, I have a banana. For the gym, I have my pre-workout, has some caffeine in there. And for my after the gym / cha-cha class, I have my protein shake. Now this is a thermogenetic shake, and I think this has been helping me quite a bit. And I also put some creatine in there. So I stopped taking creatine for quite some time because I just didn't really see the need to take it, but I'm finding that there are also many benefits other than muscle growth for that. And I'm just going to go through my pill box, and this is just general here. And I'm going to take some carnitine, CLA, and I finally found my chromium. So this is what my supplement cupboard looks like. And my chromium, I found that it was in my car, so I'm excited to take that. And my CLA is almost done. I'll need to get something else for the fall, and I'll be taking some creatine and the carnitine. So that's what I'm doing this morning, and then I'll worry about the rest of my supplements later on today. But getting organized, and maybe I'll have some matcha later on, but these are my main go-tos for muscle building and fat loss. So that's what I'm up to, and I have a few minutes before I head out for the gym, and I think I'm going to do some language learning before I head out. So that is what the plan is. Now this big pill box that I got from the pharmacy, I would say that we are ready to go, and I'm going to start all of these on Monday. And I did some meal prepping. I have sweet potatoes, chicken and asparagus, and then I have my lovely lemon and pepper chicken and rice, and then I have the vegetables ready for my power bowls. I'm going to do some turkey burgers and ground turkey, and then boil some eggs. So that is the basics of what I need to do, and I'm steady at 122, and my regular weight is about 121, so we're trying to get back down to that next week, and then the following weeks I'll be going down, way down, but I'm heading up to my cycle next week or the week after, so I don't want to put a lot of stress on my body just yet. I just need to keep eating right now, and then once that is over, I'm going to figure out how to balance being a woman and needing to reach my fitness goals, so it's not always easy. And then I have an orange, some sugar. It's really good for me. I'll probably end up just having 1/2 for now, and then if I have a sweet tooth later on, I might have the other one. And then my green juice. I'll talk a little bit about that later on in one of my fitness vlogs. And then I have my Slim Fast strawberry flavor and my vitamins. So I'm just doing my regular vitamins today. That's 2 omegas, 1 multivitamin, a probiotic, possibly vitamin A, E, and some magnesium. So that is my eating for today so far, and then I'll have one more meal at the end of the day, and that's it. That's all.